Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is freezing. Wow, by Los Angeles standards, it's really cold. As you can see, I'm all bundled up. I actually don't have the heat on because my bill was so expensive. I think they like tripled the price. So I'm like, all right, I am a tough cookie. I am choosing not to spend my money on that. So if it gets horrible, of course I'm gonna turn the heater up, but I could just bundle up too, right? So happy Friday to all of you, whether you're hot or cold or warm or comfy. Welcome. Hey, Michelle. My heart is well. Thank you so much. It's a little cold. I'm not saying I'm cold hearted. I'm just saying birds. It's a bit cold, hence the actually I'm gonna grab a blanket. I'm gonna grab this one because it's chilly. And I do want to be as comfortable as possible for the meditation. Um, so Friday is our day of the week where we come together and we separate the work week from Michelle saying she's always cold and bundled up at home too. Yeah. Sisters, right? Frozen sisters. Where we separate the work week. Well, at least most people in the United States do work. Hey, Della, nice to see you. A 9 to 5 job. So that's kind of what I'm basing it on, is to separate, so we can have clear head for the and clear body and just some sort of release of excess pent up energy known as anxiety for the weekend at least. Hey, Colin, so good to see you. How's your heart? I love how everybody's asking how my heart is. It's just a little burr. It's a little cold, but it is good. It's nice to see you, Colin. So that's what we're gonna do. Of course, the meditations that we do here are geared or focused more towards folks who have anxiety, and a lot of people who have anxiety or who are new to meditation feel or have a belief system that they actually cannot meditate because they can't clear their minds and they can't clear their thoughts. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to bypass that. And we're going to use our body instead of our mind. Yes. And if you work with me, either one-on-one or you've had sessions with me, you know that the body is the key to the soul evolving and experiencing itself. Plus, the body acts as a filter for energy. So, energies literally just move through it, right? So, that's what anxiety is. It's actually an emotion, which is energy in motion, and it's a feeling, which is a vibrational frequency. It's a light wave of data and information of subatomic particles that are moving at a certain pace and in a certain pattern. So a lot of people think anxiety is like a state of mind. No, it's actually an energetic frequency. And since the body is designed, the human body is designed with its own energy systems to move energy through it, these meditations focus on using the body. So that's what we do. That's how we do here. So if you do have thoughts rushing around in your mind, that's okay. We don't have to clear the head right now. It is a process, and you do get to a point when you do this over and over and over with constancy and consistency, right? Which is a reason why I leave these up, even though they're recorded live. I do leave these up for you to do on your own separately, as many times as you want, as many times as you feel happy with. However, to build a new neural pathway, a new behavior, we get to use neuroplasticity, which is teaching the brain a new behavior, right? And that would be one of an anxious person who knows how to actually meditate. And it takes you to the same brain state. So it's okay if you have troubles meditating. We're just going to do it differently so you can still have the same result of connection to your higher soul. And that's what we do around here. We don't go traditional. No, we don't do things the way other people do it. No. We do us, what's good for us, right? And a lot of us have excess energy that we need to disperse from the body. And from that dispersion does come calmness in the body. So that's what we focus on. All right. So I do channel these. I have no idea what Team Terrie has in store. Last week they came in hot. Someone said, I can't remember who said that, but they're like, because they were really like, whoosh, right? So maybe they'll be a little bit kinder. I don't know. There's a difference between nice and kind, right? Oh, you said that, Della. Yes. There's a difference between being nice and kind. You always want to go for kindness because kindness allows someone to make a choice to step into their power. Whereas niceness, you just kind of enable and you take it away. So karmically speaking, being kind is better. Being truthful and honest and allowing somebody to make a choice to step up into their strength and their empowerment, right? So they were definitely kinder to us than nicer to us last week. And yes, Della, they came in hot. Hey, Allie, so nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so I'll be asking you to do things. What those things are, I don't know. Again, it's being channeled. But here's what I will say. You're not going to be running around, even though we're using our body, we're not going to be running around. I guarantee you whatever we do is going to, wow, guys, slow down already. Not you guys, them. Like they're always saying, touch the ear. I'm like, okay, wait, we haven't started. If you don't feel comfortable doing something that I'm suggesting, don't take that suggestion and then hop back in when you do feel comfortable enough to do it. I'm just warming my hands up. Actually, we can start sensitizing our hands if anybody wants to, but it's literally freezing in my apartment. So I'm actually going to do that. Especially knowing we're going to be touching our ears. Then I want my fingertips to be like frozen. That is another thing. Generally speaking, the tips of our fingers have very strong chakras, believe it or don't. And so we're going to use the pads of our hands. The pads of our fingers most of the time, just so that we're not sending so much energy to various parts of the body. For example, like the heart is a delicate muscle. If we put too much energy into it, we could give ourselves high blood pressure, right? That kind of defeats the whole purpose of like what we're trying to do, right? So I'll be asking you to do certain things with your body. Don't worry, it's not gross or anything like that. If you don't feel comfortable with it, that's fine. Just sit with your hands on your heart or just do some heart tapping, do some deep breathing, and then just hop in back when we go for it. All right, I hear you guys. They really want to start, so I'm just going to shut up and we're going to start. So go ahead and rub your hands together. We're sensitizing our hands, which are really big portals of energy. Throughout this whole time, I want you to listen to your body. So your body's going to guide you. If you need to feel it, if you feel like you need to take a deep sigh, do a deep sigh. If you feel like you need to take a deep breath, fine. If you feel like you need to hold and then exhale, fine. I really want you to listen to your body. Don't do anything that does not feel right to you. And then we're going to take it from there. All right. So here's what they're having us do first. So we're going to go ahead. I want you to actually open your eyes for this if you've already closed them, because I know a lot of us, once we've been doing this enough that we get programmed, which is excellent, in a healthy way to go, okay, now we know close our eyes, start deep breathing. And then that's the constancy and the consistency of, that's the neuroplasticity, right? Learning the new behavior. But I just want to show you what we're going to be doing, what they're saying we need to do. It'll be easier for you to see it while I talk about it. Okay. So they're talking about our ears. No, it's so cold in here. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'll guide you through this. So it's gonna be weird. We're gonna pull on our ears, but not to the point where we're like pulling our ear off, right? We're just gonna lightly tug. So you can see I'm just lightly tugging at the ear, right? Actually, let's start at the top. Like I have an earring here, so maybe it'll be easier for you to see. My ears are turning red because I'm touching them. But kind of like diagonal, like kind of up, but not too hard. Okay? Just like a stretch, right? So we're just going to stretch out our ears. This is something we like never do, right? So when we're stretching our ears right now, we're kind of along the way or in the area of what's the chakras of the ajna, which is right here, and the forehead, which is right here. We also have minor chakras right here, which does have a lot of like when you're stressed out or you have a lot of anxiety, we might clench our jaws, get headaches, right? So we're just lightly pulling on this. They're saying this is going to help us. So let's do it. Yeah, we look weird. Who cares? Right? We're going to drop all judgment. I'm just going to pull away from like the hole here. So just for a few seconds. So now I'll tell you when you can open your eyes again. So just for right now, just lightly pull. Continue your breathing. Don't forget to breathe, right? Just lightly pull. Listen to your body. If you have an injury or this is really uncomfortable, don't do this. If you can't do this, just sit with your hand on your heart and just take some deep breaths. Pull on your ears. Yeah, we're activating or we're coming into alignment. It's more like an activation of the vagus nerve, which is a bunch of cranial nerves that do run down. They run down the torso into the brain. And what they do is they have a lot of branches, but this vagus nerve, what it does is it feels actually really good to stretch your ears. Can you let me know like how this feels in the chat section? Like, does this feel good to you? This feels really good to me. So when we activate the vagus nerve healthfully in the right way, we activate the safety part of our brain, which tells our body it can relax. So just kind of do that. Now we're going to take our fingers and like this area. So we have like, the lower part of the ear, right? We have this part and then we have this part. Go to that lower part here and just pull down. Yeah, Della's like, I like it a lot. It's weird, but I like it. Yeah, it is strange, right? Nobody thinks about stretching their ears. And that's probably why they want us to do this. So we're listening. Good. It is relieving, right, Michelle? Like I have TMJ. As a matter of fact, I've had surgery to correct TMJ and I still don't have complete alleviation of clenching. And this is relaxing my jaw. All right, so now we're going to take our finger. You see, I don't know if you can see it because of my hairline. This area here, like, so we have the ear here. I know this is so weird. Yeah, Allie's like totally relieving, right? So there's like a little secret hidden compartment here. you have your ear canal here, and then you have this part. Go ahead on both of your ears and pull it forward. You don't want to do too much. You should not be feeling any discomfort. If you're feeling discomfort, you're doing this wrong. Okay? This should feel comfortable. You should feel relief. It's like stretching. Yeah, good. Yeah, just stretch it forward. It's like you're moving it forward towards your eyes. Good. And now, keeping the finger there, we're going to stretch up. Careful with your nails. If you have long nails, you do want to be careful. I cut my nails in the last week, so I can do this. Thanks, Team Terrie, for having me cut my nails earlier. Okay. And now we're going to go back and we're going to stretch the ear out again. Don't be surprised if your hearing, they're saying your hearing might become a little bit more sensitive in the next few days. And that's okay, because we're actually placing our attention and our awareness. We're collecting our energy into the ear. So those of you who have clairaudience, or you're one of your primary clairs or even secondary clairs is clairaudience, which is receiving information and data through your mind's ear. Or sometimes hearing things as like a disembodied voice, that may be more sensitive and amplified. Man, this feels really good. Okay, good. All right, cool. I'm here for it. Thanks, Team Terrie. All right. How do you feel? My jaw's loosened up a bit. I hope this feels really good. I hope this feels good for you guys. Okay, great. Strange, weird, out of this world. But again, using the body to alleviate and break up energy, right? When we have anxiety, a lot of us, I know I do. I had to have surgery for it, for fuck's sake. TMJ, right? Which is a temporal mandibular joint. And I still clench. I sleep with, forgot what you call them, but I sleep with them in my mouth. I actually cracked a tooth and needed an implant because I clenched so hard. Yes, yes. I've had braces twice. Yes, yes. Terrie's got some TMJ issues. All right, good. All right. Go ahead, continue to rub your hands together. Close your eyes for this, please. Take in a deep breath and hold it. Slowly exhale as you're rubbing your hands together. Exhale. Again, inhale and hold. Slowly exhale. Last time. Inhale and hold. Slowly exhale. Good. And we're going to start tapping underneath. I'll take my glasses off with just your two fingers like this. The pads of your fingers, remember, not the tips, just underneath the eye. In EFT tapping, this would be called under eye. So we're just going to be tapping under eye here. So go ahead, close your eyes, take in a deep breath and hold it. Keep holding it until I tell you to exhale. We might be holding it longer than normal. And slowly exhale. Go ahead, inhale and hold it. Slowly exhale all the way out. Good. Inhale and hold it. Slowly exhale all the way out. Good. We're going to move our hands now, still keeping an EFT tapping form, to what's called the inner eye, which is just right here. If you need to open your eyes, you can, to know what that is. It's right where your eyebrow and the ridge of your nose, the bridge of your nose meet. It's interesting. The areas that they're having us work on right now has a lot to do with higher vibrational frequencies. So these are the more spiritual chakras, the more spiritual energy centers. Which is good, because everybody wants to improve their intuition, connect to the divine, which is awesome. But also in this area, what we're doing is we're working with the Ajna chakra, and that is the CEO of your entire system. So The Ajna chakra is, as a CEO, delegates what each department head is supposed to do, right? To run the company. So your Ajna chakra right there is basically the controller of your entire energy system, also known as the chakras. So it's very interesting that they're having us work on it, even from like the ears, right? Just keep tapping. You're doing great. Hmm. I feel like they want to bring some self-love to us. I don't know about you, but I could use some. Who couldn't use some self-love? Yes. Go ahead, take in a deep breath and hold it. Slowly exhale. Good. Now we're going to go to the outer eye. Again, keeping with the EFT tapping. Outer eye, which is just the other side of the eyebrow, near the temple. You're just tapping. Kind of giving in to any sensation that you're feeling. Even if that sensation is emptiness, like, hey, nothing's going on. Awesome. Go deeper into that. Good. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to move to some heart tapping. So keep your eyes closed and start tapping on the heart center. And again, if you find that your hand starts to hurt or it's getting tired, excuse me, just releasing energy, you can always switch out. I almost didn't realize how much I was holding in today until right now. That was a really nice yawn. Felt my shoulders even just kind of droop. Just keep tapping using the pads of your fingers, not the tips of your fingers. Here it comes. It's all coming out now. A lot of this energy that we are experiencing isn't even ours. Can you believe that shit? Of course you can. You know what it's like to have all of this extra excess amount of energy. Kind of feels good to know, oh, okay, it's not my energy. Yeah. The challenge is to understand that we're actually entangled with that energy, even though that energy isn't ours. On some level, we are accepting it and taking responsibility and accountability for energy that isn't ours. Wow. Okay. Now we're going to start tapping the top of our head, the crown. You could use both hands if you'd like, or just one hand. Don't forget to breathe. Just being really present in the here and now, in this now moment. You can even, if you want, they just said you can alternate tapping. You're working both sides of the brain, the hemispheres of the brain when you're doing that. Let's go back to inner eye tapping. Wow. Under eye tapping. The eyes are delicate muscles or delicate organs. Don't So remember to be using the pads of your fingers, please, not the tips. We don't want to put too much energy into the eyes. Oh, my nose is starting to run. No, I'm releasing energy there. Remember, anything that comes out of any of your orifices, anytime the body releases anything, a sigh, a yawn, a laugh even, a burp, a fart, crying, nose running, vomiting, urinating, even, diarrhea, it's the body releasing any pent up blocked energy. And apparently I had a lot. Go to the outer eye, please. Apparently I had a lot up in my upper chakras. I have been feeling kind of more in my ego than I have more connective lately. So maybe that's it. Tap on the heart, please. Repeat after me silent. Well, it's not really silent because nobody can hear you. So repeat after me out loud. Feel into these words. Don't tap too hard. Like I'm used to tapping. I've built like some stamina here, tougher skin. I don't want you to bruise yourself, okay? Just lightly tap. It's more about the consistency and the frequency, right? Like how fast. Here we go. So just repeat after me and feel into these words. I'm learning to experience life from a different perspective. I'm learning to experience life from a different point of view. I'm learning to see things in life differently. And different does not mean dangerous. Therefore, because I'm experiencing life differently, because I'm seeing life from a different perspective, it doesn't mean life is dangerous. What it means is that I've expanded my consciousness. It means that I have a much bigger awareness, a much bigger picture. And that helps me observe. That helps me regulate, balance, and harmonize my emotions. And that's not something that I'm used to doing. But just because I'm starting to experience life from an unfamiliar perspective or viewpoint, doesn't mean that I'm in danger. And even though I may not know outcomes or results right away, I am learning that that's okay. And if it takes me longer than I'd want to get those results or get those answers or get those needs met, it doesn't mean I won't get those answers or I won't get those results or I won't get those needs met. What it means is that I cannot rush those results, those needs, or those outcomes. Delays are not denials. And because of my new abilities to think differently and feel differently and to have a different perspective in life, I can go at a slower pace and I can still be safe. Because somehow, magically, everything will always work out in my favor. And the how it works out is none of my business. Stop tapping, place both of the hands on the heart center, taking a deep breath into the heart and hold it. Now slowly exhale all the way out. Take in another deep breath in and hold it. Slowly exhale all the way out. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right. How was that for you guys? I hope it was okay. I just experienced what's called lacrimation, which is when the eyes tear. Excuse me, now I'm burping. Isn't this lovely? Releasing energy is a thing, you guys. Maybe it's not the most ladylike. I was watching a light code lady who was doing all of this light code work, and she just kept burping and burping, and at one point I thought she was going to vomit. I'm like, oh my God. Della says that felt so good. Yeah. Yeah, the other trick to releasing energy is you don't stop yourself from releasing that energy. So if you're a crier like me, you don't stop yourself from crying. You keep crying until your body stops crying, right? Like, I'm just yawning. Well, right now, this is how my body is releasing energy. Dell's like, I need a nap now. Yeah, because your body is a lot calmer. So we used the body to filter and move through energetic frequencies. Right? Allie's like, that was so nice. Yeah. So like I'm not gonna stop myself from yawning, even though I'm recording a live, right? Like how in like normal everyday regular situations, that would be so rude to just continue yawning. Did you notice I haven't even apologized for my yawning? I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I should say sorry. And I'm like, no, this is my body releasing energy and I'm going to allow it to do what it needs to do. The third way is my eyes are kind of crying. So they're leaking. What do you call this? Tears? I don't know. I'm not really crying, but they're just kind of like leaking. As long as I'm not farting in front of you guys, all is well. Right? So don't stop your body from releasing energy. That's how you begin. And my nose is running. That's how you begin to move through anxiety. And then guess what? You're no longer anxiety's bitch, right? Look, it's 5:36. I don't know what time we actually started the meditation, but I was, chatting away. So this was maybe it was 20 minutes, maybe. I don't even know if that, if it was like that much. It doesn't take long. You can just do 5 minutes of actually, I usually teach my clients flame dancing, where they set an alarm on their phone for 3 minutes and they literally just watch a candle move. That's it for 3 minutes. That's it. This is all, ways to start meditating. Especially if you're new or you have anxiety, you have to start training your brain to start focusing on something and you're using your body to do it. I can now do 4-hour meditation, which I never in a million years thought I could do. Granted, it does have to be guided. It's not something I can do on my own. But like when I go to a Dr. Joe Dispenza course, he does a 4-hour meditation. I pee often. I don't have to go. Like my body is just like, no. Right? I've been practicing. I've been doing this for a while. But we all have to start somewhere. And I didn't know at the time that there was an alternative way to meditate. So it took me a long ass time to clear my mind. And even now, I still can't clear my mind all the time. I have to get to a certain point and then it happens. Okay, fine. So what? As long as it happens. Della says, yes, I've been doing flame dancing every day since you mentioned it. Awesome. If you're still at 3 minutes, every week you should go up 2 minutes, Della. So eventually you'll be at 20 minutes. All right. All right, you guys. I'm freezing my tuchus off here. I want to go take a hot shower. Thank you for spending time with me. To everybody who is watching this, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, I'm very grateful to have you here and to be doing this with me. I never know what I'm going to do until I do it, right? So without the proper reception for the divine communication, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I have rebooted my podcast and I'm posting them also on the YouTube. So whether you go onto all of the platforms there, it's called The Portal with Terrie Huberman. It's there. Yes. Or on the YouTube here, The Portal. It is what it is, you guys. I'm just releasing this end better than another end. So please have a listen to that. If you like anything that I do, please share. everything because I really feel like what I'm teaching is really useful to navigating your way through the human experience. And good Lord, humans are losing their shit left and right now. And it's like, I mean, I'm guilty too. I lose my shit too, but I can recover pretty quickly and I can like recalibrate pretty quickly. So just imagine being around humans that are just like that, right? So the more you share, like, subscribe, pass on to other people, the more you actually are being of service to make this a better world, right? We're doing the best that we can, right? So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here with me and helping me. And I hope everybody stays connected to themselves, their friends and family, to the divine, to me. And I'll see you guys soon. See you on the flip side. Bye.